We are live back for more Supermarket Simulator, and welcome in. We have our two usual cleaning ladies, one already going off work, our two lovely managers, two security guards. Oh, she's going off as well. Our six stalkers, myself, and yours truly. Welcome back, episode 105 of Supermarket Simulator. Who in the world thought we were going to actually make it this far? And we spent most of the time between episodes getting everything restocked, resupplied, reshelved, and, well, let's see if it makes any difference, because as we saw last episode, well, things went poorly. Things went very, very poorly for us. We ended up missing, I think, like 18 items in all. And that's not even counting prices. So to say we had some issues would be putting things bluntly and lightly. We're going to go double check our prices right now because I just want to make sure that it saved all the updated prices, because it seems like every time I start an episode, it feels like things are fluctuating or changing from what they originally were, and then next thing you know, something is too expensive, and it's like, I don't know how I could have changed it. But also take a look at this papaya. Current cost to get it is $13. The market price is $28.71. There's a $15 just change, which is crazy. And you're like, oh, fruit, it's the way to go. It's the way to ensure that you have the maximum number of profits. It's also how you ensure you have the maximum number of missing products, because look how much space we have organized just for the large items. The large ticket items right here. All these melons, pumpkins, pineapples, watermelon. We are just in a undesirable position overall. Things are definitely not in a positive perspective for us, but with all things being considered, I think we're in a decent spot. We do have one loan still out there for us because we were unable to get the whole store resupplied because we're missing so many darn things between episodes. Because we are working on trying to get all these licenses knocked out of the way. I need 6 more licenses. That's it. And then the game has been beaten. Together, me and you who hit that like button, and if you're unsubscribed, hit that subscribe button. We would have defeated Supermarket Simulator together, which seems like an insane proposition at first glance, but hey, apparently it takes probably, I'm going to assume, somewhere around 150 episodes to get us all the way knocked out of these, just because look how much these are. $65,000 just for that license. $34,600 for that, $34,600 all the way for these 4, and this one is the last one at what seems like a reasonable price of $22,000. And more often than not, I'm out here taking out mortgages and loans and things of that nature just to make sure I'm able to get that covered. And that's not even covering, the initial growth increases of the store, which the next one is $40,000, which I will definitely have to do before the next license, just because if you look at our space setup, we have basically this little section here, a little 4x4 space, and at best, probably one more flat end shelf there to go as far as space is concerned. And we had to shove the children's books in here with the Penny Regatta, which, that makes sense, is connected to all of those. But in the long term, I don't think many people are going to be, hey, I need a drink and something light to read, let alone something like a coloring book. Although, now that I'm saying out loud, that kind of sounds like a fantastic night. Let me know if you guys would be down for one of those kinds of nights, because that sounds fun. Have a nice little bevy. Have a nice little coloring book action. Like, that's exactly where you want to be with everything. Let me go ahead and grab these, because I know I need them. I'm going to try and at least get some of these items restocked to the best of our abilities, because we are going to be behind the 8 ball for at least most of the episode, but we're still significantly better off than we were last episode. Last episode was, let's just say, traumatic for us in only so many regards. The fact that we even still have customers after that shows that it is a perfect simulation, because most of the customers would have left, and I would not have blamed them. We just didn't have the products they needed at any point in time, and, well, it very much looked like it. Go ahead and add these in. It's now past 5:30, which means it's dark. Let's go get those lights on so everyone can see what the heck they're supposed to be doing. And our guys will continue to get some items restocked. Well, I'm just going to take a look in here. Want to make sure that I'm not just, skating by without having what we need. Now, we should be good for now, but let's go ahead and start grabbing some items and making things better for our boys, because as much crap as I give them, I probably should help them, I don't really want to just assume things aren't going to go the way in which I would want them to. I need to be actually involved. Okay, all the large items are being taken at a rapid pace. Apples. Let's go ahead and get those there. And then once we know we hit 9 o'clock, that means we are out of stuff we can do. So we'll just kind of let everything play out till that moment in time. As I've already put the store significantly into the red on this day in order to just make ends meet. Not doing anything too crazy, too specific, just put us in a bad position in general. But to start off, we'll pay off that little loan early, which will put us even further in the red, but that's my own concern, that's my own problem. If I had done a better job of money managing in the previous episodes, we wouldn't be here. And yet, here we are, doing the best we can to survive one day at a time. I go all the way up there. And I'm going to have plenty of money to go ahead and give to my crew, but will I have enough to go ahead and keep stocking up the store to start tomorrow? That I'm very curious about, because there's going to be 1,100 going to them. And right now I only have, 1387, but we have tons of people still marching in the store. Okay. What happened here? Ah, I got the apple juice and the orange juice mixed up. So I'll just have to make sure to add that to the list, but we have tons of orange juice, which is great. Can't really be too upset about that. Not really the end of the world in that regard. Let's go grab our Covitos and put you back where you need to go. Right down here. That way I don't misplace that item or anything else of that nature. Our macaroni elbows. Let's go ahead and put you right there. Yeah, they're doing a great job. Grab some coffee. One of the most popular items we almost always have, even though the price of it is just abhorrent. It is easily one of the worst things to have out there. Let's grab this pear. You go right here. So now that I got a pair of boxes holding some pears. Ain't that nice? Isn't that all? Like, that toilet paper goes there because it's the bidet style. Our basmati rice, one of the originals, one of our OGs, one of the ones to start off the whole entire series. Got that locked and loaded apples. Goes right here. What else we got? What we got? I barely look away for what seems like 2 seconds, and the next thing you know, my finances go from having only 1,100 bucks to over 3K. That's crazy. Why can't that happen in real life? You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of like glow up everybody wants. That's the kind of thing that, you wake up ear to ear smiling about the very next day. This goes right over here. Make sure that Pablo Sugar ends up where it ends up next. Named after the one and only Pablo Sanchez, backyard sports legend. If you've ever played that game series, you know exactly what I'm talking about. He is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Oh, they knocked over everything that I just finished centering. That's okay. I tried to put everything back into a good perspective, but, well, some of our boxes are just hanging out on the ground now. So go ahead and take this bon papa. You go up here where you belong. Okay, so onions and melons will also be added to the list of things I need to grab. Let's go have more basmati rice, the OG. And we're up to you. How are we doing on this side? I already grabbed 3 of you. That's fine. Grab 2 on you as well. 2 here. We need onions. I want to grab 4 onions. 4 melons. 3 on the grapefruit. Everybody else looks to be pretty decent. Soda is apple juice. I got 3 of those now, so I'm just ready to go full speed ahead on that. Some books, because I always forget that we have books literally right here, because I've literally played the game so long, I just got used to things being in a certain spot. And now the fact that there's a shelf back there just throws me off. All the way off. 1, 2. Okay, wow. Where did the bevies go? Are we just completely out? Apparently. I'm going to be spending my whole paycheck just getting the store restocked. We have our last customer getting help from a manager, and then I'll be placing a rather expensive order. So that's going to hurt, but at the same time, it looks like I'm out of items. He needs help. I don't know why he's screaming for it when the manager was standing right next to him. It seems a little bizarre. Made me feel like, should I help him? Should somebody else? Like, what are we doing here? What's the plan? What's the move, guys? What's the sitch? You know, if you understand that reference, you're also probably got a pretty sore back like I do. Definitely not the ideal thing to have happen, but again, that was Kim Possible reference way back in, oh goodness, the mid-2000s. Something that happened about 20 years ago now, just for proper clarification. Anybody else who needed to feel old? There's that. Last gentleman has checked out. Let's go the next day. 117 happy customers, surprisingly. We lost 1,200 because we spent, you know, an insane amount of money on everything else. Watch this stack. Whoop. And now it is gargantuan. Somehow nothing fell, but that's a whole nother situation. The store is open. Keep the content rolling for you, the viewer, as we pay our bills, and then we'll go ahead into our pricing and adjust based upon these lovely arrows. That went up significantly, so we're going to make that $7.25. $7.25. That went down. $8. We're only taking 25 cents off that one, so now it's a more agreeable price point. That went down. $6.75, because we are in need of money, so we're going to be a little bit more aggressive. This one will be $4.25. And if you notice, I'm more lenient than I used to be. I used to be like nothing with a penny, nothing with a 5. No, anything 1 through 9 basically at the end. Absolutely not. Could not do it. It made doing change easier in only so many regards. But at the same token, we definitely, now that we have no actual cashiers, can go ahead and just kind of do what we feel is necessary and call it good. Which, you know, for us is a very, very happy change of pace. I'll grab this item off the top here because it seems like you guys are digging through what we have pretty quickly and efficiently. Add 2 more coffees, olive oil. Everybody else, we need some Elo rice, that, salt, sugar cane. We have toilet paper bought. We went through those. I think I was slowly working my way through this section when I ran out of inventory slots to go ahead and fix things. We're gonna have 2 of those. How are we doing on this side? Barbecue. We need, which was hot sauce, I should say. So we need tuna, we need hummus, ice cream. We're basically out of. And then we'll add some waters. There we go. Someone needs help. Manager will go and assist them best they can. Now we got a whole new reorganized stack, which actually knocked over some of our items, but luckily nothing breaks, otherwise that would be a rather expensive mishap I just made. So, you guys are doing a great job. For half a second I thought he was just standing there like contemplating the meaning of life. Because he looked lost, but he was holding a box, I just couldn't see it, so that's on me. The smooth melon goes next to the pumpkin, which pumpkins are easily, I think, the biggest ripoff this game has ever given us. And the fact that you only fit 2 pumpkins per crate slot. It's like, if you're going to do that, just let it be like a traditional grocery store where they do the pumpkins outside. Because no one's going to be able to, you know, grab a pumpkin and just run straight to their car that way. But, you know, that's not my concern. That we could have just used, you know, the space we had up here, or over here, even. Maybe even where our guys normally stand. And just be like, boom, pumpkins. we can put a weight scale out there and just kind of make things work as best we can over there, but, you know, didn't really materialize. One of the things I probably left in a Reddit thread at some moment in time pertaining to the game, so, hey, if you can find my comment, let me know. That would be absolutely wild, too, especially considering the level of anonymity that I have used pertaining to it. I need this guy, I need more artichoke. Still, huh. And we have to, papaya, $135 was for the box. Don't love that. Don't love that. But then again, the profit margin is on like $15 a single one, so yeah. That's the only like fruit slash vegetable where you'll get me into a position where I'm like, yeah, you know what, this is entirely worth it. Especially considering how many of them you can fit per storing space. And then in other items, it's like, nope, it just doesn't really pan out. Because you get 2 pumpkins a box, which is 2 per crate, which, you know, on the reselling of everything, which is, you know, the whole purpose of the game, because the way businesses work, you buy the item wholesale, then you sell it at retail for a profit. If you can't flip it for a profit, why are you bothering selling it? It seems like a significant waste of time, energy, space, effort, whatever you want to call it. So if I can't really maximize that retail price, then why in the world would I even bother offering it? But that's a whole nother conundrum in of itself for a whole nother supermarket at a whole nother time. Because who knows? What could be our next series? I genuinely don't know where we could go with things, and I'm just genuinely curious what you guys in the comment section will say for when we do decide what game will be coming next, how to address it, how to go about it, you know, how to make, you know, Supermarket Simulator or just Geek Variants Monday, Wednesday, Friday gaming slot up to your standards of liking, ability, and, you know, just overall taste. Because as much as I do most of these games and stuff that, you know, I can enjoy, you guys' opinion matters actually way more in the grand scheme of things. Way, way more. Just there, grab this. I can't see anything because it's dark. Buy those cleaning products. It's past 6 o'clock. 5:30 is that sweet spot for getting things done. We got a manager over here, and then the other manager is assisting on there. Cool. Now I got this mountain of stuff to go ahead and take care of. See what they're gonna go do about most of it. They all seem to be trekking like they are going outside. So that usually leads me to believe that whatever they need is gonna be. Oh, there it goes. It just decided to go right on over. But had a good run. Stayed up for a decent period of time, and now we are in an absolute bad situation. Take this bidet style toilet paper. Boom. Back up here. The rack was full because I was clicking on the wrong slot. I take our hot sauce. Not just hot. Hot. Which I tried running into the wrong section first. Goes right down here at the bottom because I do not mess with hot sauce. I know exactly what my capabilities are pertaining to it. It's not great. Take these tomatoes. Let's put you right here where you belong, next to the apples. A lot of people checking out. A lot of people seem to be enjoying the store. Got the CIA, followed by the government official, followed by his butler, followed by his lawyer. Gotta love that. Just a whole group cavalcade of just miscreants passing through right then there. Let's see what things are gonna get done. Some unnecessary rapscallion behavior here at Geek Variants. You go down here and see what you got. Alright, moving on through. Pardon me. What else we got? She just keeps materializing through these boxes. The white rice box, the yellow rice, goes on the bottom. Alright, I'll pick up that unfortunate mimole cheese, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, which is a gargantuan if. Go up here, we have pepitas. It goes all the way back over in this area. Whoop. Very good. Love to see that. What is going on in here, folks? You guys are staying busy. We grab some of these that have fallen all the way off to the back. You go over here. Whoop. It's like, look at this. This whole bevy section has just been decimated within an inch of existence. Go ahead and grab the butter that was left outside all day. I'm sure that's not melted. Put you all the way up here where you belong. And they don't really seem to be going through this stack, so that's at least good, which means I got extra as far as items are concerned. But at the same time, now it's getting difficult to try and remember like which items I genuinely need versus what items I genuinely like have. So we'll see how that goes. We have this one. You guys go right here because the BK goes there. The other one goes there. Store is still full. People are still shopping like crazy. Back here we have the Teochew, which is the other one that goes directly next to the BK and next to the Lagao. There we go. Good to have. Customers waiting for a sale. It's fine. Manager will handle it and we'll take the bottle, not the bottle, the box of white rice and put you down there. Like, I don't know why I'd have a bottle of rice. Like, what? That'd be weird, wouldn't it? I don't even know how that would work. That's definitely one of the more bizarre things like my brain has accidentally concocted, so let's not focus too much on that as we put back some coffee for people to go ahead and restock on so they can be resupplied for what they need moving forward in the future. We got the Europico, which is our pink soda. Goes right here. No, it doesn't. I messed up. I need to go find the other soda that I just replaced. I believe it's the Just Fistu. Yes, the redder one. Because the redder one goes right here. Which is fine. At least now I'll be able to find it. Couldn't find potato pops. That checks out. Let's go ahead and get the order for the next day squared away. Because I am way behind. What else we got? We've got Brovari ground beef. I ordered a bunch of cleaning products, so I should probably lay off that for the most part till I can dig through and find what I think I need. We need sugar, we need coffee, we have more sublet flour to purchase. We need watermelon, potatoes, some carrots. Somehow we're not going through pumpkins like crazy. Some bananas that we'll add to the list. Already got the soda taken care of. What about the 6-pack milk? And now that I've bumped into the next section of items, what do we got? Some books. Nice. And 49 more items. Have the last customer checked out of the store? The last customer is checking out currently. While they dig through that, I'll wait for the last little financial statement to go through. Their little transaction, if you will. Yep, another 123. Let's end the day and get started for day 3. So 4 items not found, but we turned a profit, so that's nice, only to be followed by everything else. That's gonna timber. Yep, there it goes. Oh wow. It said nope. It didn't want to honor my request or my prediction, which is fine. Go pay our bills and then acknowledge the fact that 4 items went down in terms of pricing. 4. So that one I'm actually so good with, even though it went down. This went down as well by a lot. $14.50, lost $3 of profit there. Moving on to our next section, we have, where are you at? Some fries, which went down a whole $1, which isn't the end of the world. And then we have one more, which is milk, which went down to $2.50. So another 50 cents right off the top right there. Make sure I did, yeah, cool. I did in fact pay back that loan. I just wanted to be sure. And now while I have like 50 items out here, let's start trying to panic, put them away. So we can at least be in a decent position for, you know. Yeah, there is no spot in storage, I get it. And because you beat me to it, I'm just kind of doomed. I don't know why I'm doing it this way. Out of here. Where's my head at here? Let's go ahead and grab one of you, because now I need to create the space for it. Everything looks clean again. I usually assumed it popped up on the end, but apparently not. Let's go and see what we got here. Whoop. Looking for the soda. Where you at? Soda! Where you at? Start just yeeting things over that general direction until I find it. This is probably the least effective way of finding soda I've ever created. But yet, here we are. Where is it? Down here? Now that's papayas. Yogurt. Coloring books. More coloring books. I know I purchased more of it. Did I not? Because it is definitely one of the thinner boxes. What am I running into? Get out of the way. More coloring books. Coffee. And now it's just not here. Did I hit order? I did, but someone just grabbed it and then didn't do anything with it. Round 2 of just trying to get this guy to go back to work. There you are. Okay, it was a long box. So I just don't know what I'm doing. Let me in the store. Let me in the store. And this guy goes, boom, right there. Super easy. But now that I've wasted a whole day literally fighting that fight, because it is already like 2 o'clock in the game, so I'm doomed. The amount of stuff I'm not going to have is going to be astronomical, but the only good news is I have yeeted some of these boxes closer to here, so I don't have to run nearly as far to keep things caught up, or at least in a decent situation. There goes that. You go all the way over here. The other gentleman is back at work, so we're exactly where we need to be. 2 bottles again. We have the I Won't Share book, which, hey, not really the best motto, but is what it is. Onion, y cebolla, goes right over, right there, right in front of my face. I was just staring at it. I was like, what could it possibly be? Carrots, 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 right down there. Over to this side, we have some Suzu, some sugar, which apparently I'm just out of. 2 of those. What else we got? What could we possibly be low on now? Basically everything. Green beans, potato pops, some of you. Everybody else seems to be in a decent state, which is pretty questionable. I'm a little nervous by that, but if that's the way we're doing things, then I guess that's exactly where things need to be. I already ordered more of you. 6-pack milk, there's that. Honey, there's that. Okay, what do you want? No, I'm not gonna order 9 things of cheese. Because, like, why would I need 9 things of cheese? You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make sense. Okay. Because go up there, just seeing it from the back angle just threw me off. I'm like, what? I don't remember this at all. Get that guy boosted. Double boost. And whoop, jumped right over. This guy goes up here. Double boost. I literally forgot we could boost people for whatever reason, which is going to bite me for double boost. Okay, guys, get the bananas. Grab the bananas. We need. Those are not bananas. What are you guys even doing? There's a banana right here. Restock the area involving. Okay, someone did it. My gosh. Now I'm gonna have like 8 boxes of bananas. I can see it happening. Nope, not the computer. This guy. Where's the other guy walking? Go get him, guys. So the last second push just to try and finish in a decent spot. I'm not expecting great, just decent would be fine. Add some bread on there. Let's go. I'll grab some of these coloring books, start putting them away. Where you go? Right down here. Love that for us. What else we got? Other than a mountain of products to have to put away. Like a literal mountain is where we're at. It's like I'm trying to run all the way up the throat of the world in Skyrim. It's just an insane ask for us. Okay, and that's the last order because we got 8 minutes in-game for day 3, which is where we wrap up once we finish day 3 and all of our customers have officially checked out. Then we can see how we truly did for a nice 3-game stretch. It just seems to be the most organic stopping point as far as everything is concerned. So good stuff for all of us. Grab some coffee. Coffee goes up there. Very good. And we don't have too much left, as these guys are really hustling their way through the finish, which I appreciate very much so on their part. Definitely putting us in a position to succeed. We've only got one of them still running around, but it's 9 o'clock. I'm not going to spend more time boosting people than what is necessary. We have a lot of onions, so if you want onions, Supermarket Simulator is where to be. We have Turkey Pick, our cereal, chocolate right down there. Move on to the next area. More bananas. And I saw another box of bananas literally right next to it. So that one's going to be chock full of bananas. So let's go bananas. Go, go. Bananas. Love that. Move out of the way. Go. Go. Don't want your hair. Stand on my face. Honeybee cereal. Let's see. Right there. Want to make sure I got you in the right area. What do you got? Pardon me. Thank you. Some green beans. That's right there. Store is still bustling like crazy. So we could finish over 10 grand in terms of total number, but again, that's not counting the another 1,100 that we will be giving to everybody else. We have the green Welsh spray goes here. Pumpkins, what do we got? What do we got? Where are you gonna be? Over here. Right where it's supposed to be. And then more coffee, coffee, coffee. Where are we gonna be? Narval. Goes up here, top shelf item. As we cross over the 9 grand portion of the evening, we have prosciutto, one of our more fine items, one of the more expensive sections there is. The meat and then the beverages section are the two places where it feels like I'm really not making any money just because of how much I'm spending on so many other items that just, doesn't seem worth it almost. It just genuinely doesn't at times. We have our electromagnetic field book. Goes right here. Good for you. Happy to have you. There's 99.54. Woo, there we go. Crossed over 10. Happy for us. That's exactly where we should be. This goes right up here. Now we got 10.2. More bananas. Like I said earlier, if you want bananas, go to Geek Variants. And now we got bananas on the top shelf. We got bananas over on that shelf. We just got bananas everywhere. I'm going bananas. I don't know why. There's that here. We have 2 customers left and a whole field of items just hanging out for everybody to just go and see and be like, what the heck happened here? Last gentleman's checking out. Let's end the day. And don't forget to end your day with some Supermarket Simulator here at Geek Variants. I'll see you in the next episode.